Perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Tonight we wrap up this Thanksgiving weekend with a compelling matchup, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
You look at this Carolina defense. They come into this one ranked number 17, so just half of the league against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They'll run for it with Pacheco. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down. Well, that was a tough couple of yards to pick up, but they convert on 4th and 1.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. The Chiefs had 8-3 now, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go, thanks to this Carolina defense. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut, shreds the tackle, and this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Now Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Pacheco on the read option.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Chiefs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
It becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. First down, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
Hey, check,
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and a yard.
Young now. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Leo Chanel.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, we went from scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Follow up a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Butker on for the PAT. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Let's go. Steal. Check steal. Check steal.
Now Young. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Third and 19.
Blaster. Go red. Red, yellow. 6, mega. Check smash. Strike. Check strike. Set.
Young.
Well, throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. In motion goes the tight end. Now Young on 4th down. Throw left side complete. That's Roman. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, 43. Yellow. Hey, 43, 15. Watch out.
Mahomes going to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And some room to work. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Here we go.
Now Young going to move him around.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Go. Smash. Ready?
Second down, Young. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Ultra. Go ultra. Black shot. Right two. Ready.
To throw, Young. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
I like what they tried to do. With something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he can make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Here's Young. They'll indeed go for it.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here we go. Back.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Hey, blue, red, cycle. Hey, go furious. Smack, red. Hut.
A first down throw for Young. Escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Brent, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Hey, check mega. Spike, white.
On second down, Young.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting it once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here we go.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Shot, 17. Claws red. Hey, green. Green jack. Trail green. Strike.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Steal. Chest steal. Yellow.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Strike. Edo blue. Ready.
Young on 3rd down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts, and still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun.
And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco. That's rushing touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to widen their lead here in this first half. But it's not too often that you say, hey, this one's going to be over by halftime. And, CD, I know our bosses probably don't want us to say that because they don't want people clicking away. But this one might be over by halftime.
And since you already put your job on the line by actually saying it, I will co-sign and go with you because you're my partner. We don't mean to do it, but this game has been exactly as you've described. I see no hope for them going forward.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that makes this 35-0 now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And the tight end goes in motion left.
Strike. Check. Strike. Mega.
Now a second down throw for Young. Trying to lay one up deep.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Hey, cross field. Smack. Slide through.
Young. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Nick Bolton inside the 20.
And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Pacheco once again.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco.
And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Isaiah Pacheco
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chiefs will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So what a first half that he has had running the football. That now 3 touchdown runs.
And I would anticipate that when they get down in the red zone, he's going to get more chances as this game goes on. And I think that the guys blocking for him are going to ask for him to get more chances. They like the rhythm they've developed.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Young. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
First down, Carolina.
Young will set to throw. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Panthers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And they get a bit of a respite here from what's been an otherwise dreadful first half of football. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Powerful running.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. Deep for Tony. And that's going to be incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half.
And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half, so where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely, but you still have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Young to throw it. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Roman. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And 22 more yards there and another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Go red.
In motion, the tight end.
Black swap. Ready.
Young looks to throw on first down. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Chiefs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
Easy.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
To the sideline and incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Throwing is Mahomes on third.
That is caught. He's going to have the first down and more than that.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney,
57 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken a 6-touchdown lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Now Young.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's Young on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go. 22 needles.
Young, he's going to change it up.
Yellow. 6. Mega. Strike. Set.
Young now, throwing on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. 53 yards.
And the Panthers are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
Easy.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Again, it's Pacheco.
And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
A give right side for Pacheco.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Slide through. Cut.
Now here's Young. And that's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Go. Steal. Black. Steal. Check. Steal. Ready?
To throw on 2nd down is Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Roman. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the ball.
It'll be Young again.
That's to the tight end, Mallory.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Young to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Terrace Marshall
From 13 yards out.
and the Panthers are able to claw one back. Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yellow. 2nd and 14.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
And this pass caught by Gray.
And wrangled down quickly just past the 40 at the 41. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Headed straight, it's Pacheco. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. A handoff now for Pacheco.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2.
A give to Pacheco off the option.
You give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up.
Taking it right down Broadway.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 129 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And able to get this to the 31.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 6. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here's Pacheco headed right.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
That throw by Young incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now Young. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. He's got a man. That's Marshall. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now 2nd and 3.
Drill green.
To the air once more, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Panthers.
On the ball.
First down, Young. For Marshall, that's complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And the Panther first down.
On 1st and 10, Young. He finds his man, complete. It's Roman. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Young's going to throw for this.
Dancing to his left. And he's brought down. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And around the goal line, especially on two-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And the Panthers have recovered.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
This is Pacheco.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
That one a first down pickup of 8. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. What a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage. But an even better job steadying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, this from 53. And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on